the real cost of owning a private helicopter. Do you have any plans to purchase a private helicopter of your own? So, what kind of budget do you have in mind, and how many do you intend to purchase? Is it possible for you to get into a contract for spares maintenance and training while you're at it? According to our analysis, Robinson's is the cheapest, Apache is the most costly, and CHINOOK is the most expensive. Helicopters are complex pieces of technology, and the cost of a helicopter will vary greatly. However, in today's video, we'll show you what it costs to own a private helicopter. Before we begin, please remember to like, comment, and share this video, as well as to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Here we go. For example, if we're talking about purchasing a helicopter, the average price of a helicopter might be as high as $1,794,933. To buy a brand new helicopter, you should have at least $3.1 million in your pocket. A new Bell 407 helicopter can easily cost that much. Suppose you're looking for a pre-loved or second-hand helicopter. In that case, the price is $1,907,000. In fact, the entire helicopter purchase business is so expensive that a single helicopter blade costs $30,000 to ensure safety. If you're looking for a pre, various tests and preparations are carried out on the helicopters to ensure they are ready for various conditions, such as temperature changes, multiple types of climates, pressure fluctuations, and other scenarios. Every single component is meticulously created, concentrated on, and tested. And here's where the story twist comes in. All of this rigorous testing and scrutiny ultimately increases the cost of manufacturing the helicopter. However, even if we're only speaking of one thing, the wing, the more it's put through its paces, studied, and researched upon, the higher its cost. In reality, if you're purchasing a two-seater jet, it will most likely be less expensive than buying a two-seater helicopter. For example, getting a second-hand two-seater Robinson R-22 helicopter would cost you around $120,000. On the other hand, if you purchase a brand new Cessna 162 airplane, you will only be required to spend around $70,000. Some helicopters are more expensive than a plane, while others are less expensive than a Lamborghini, which is amusing. What is it about them that makes them so expensive? This is due to various factors, including its small size and precision required to manufacture its moving parts. The engine, the blades, the rotors, the fuel system, and the transmission are critical components needed for the optimal functioning of the helicopter. Additionally, because of the helicopter's small size, every piece of equipment required must be prepared in a smaller size, which means everything must be more precisely designed and omitted. But what does a helicopter cost per hour? It isn't nearly as expensive as $3.1 million, but it is costly for a ride that only lasts an hour. The price varies depending on the type of helicopter you're renting. A small two-seater helicopter can cost up to $300 per hour, while a large helicopter can cost $500 per hour. One of the crucial reasons why helicopters and traveling in general are becoming increasingly popular is that they are incredibly safe. One of the most fundamental reasons why. If you're sick of hearing about the expenses, we'll summarize the rest of them less painfully. You're going to have to pay for maintenance, insurance, and profit on top of all of the other expenses that we've already discussed if you're the owner of a helicopter. Even minor damage can be your worst nightmare because helicopters are not commonly used for transportation. Every component used in their manufacture is highly uncommon and expensive. As a result, they are incredibly pricey. It is doubtful that you will be able to find decent parts to replace the damaged ones. Even if you damage your helicopter and manage to find pertinent details to replace the damaged ones, because they are costly. Therefore, a loss in any case now that we have discussed the equipment, the price is the insurance, the fuel, and the engines. So it is a loss in either case. Let's speak about the other considerations you should consider: the price tag and additional charges. Even if you believe that all it takes to fly a helicopter for an hour is $300, if it's a small two-seater helicopter, you're mistaken. We haven't factored in other expenses such as standby costs, landing fees, and other taxes, which means that if a helicopter stays in one location for an extended period, you'll be required to pay for that as well. If you want your helicopter to land at a specific site, you'll be, if you're going to land at a major airport, expected to pay at least $250. If you want to fly standby, expect to pay approximately $200 per hour. As we mentioned earlier, air travel is something you must pay tax, just like pretty much everything else in life. As a result, you'll be required to pay 7.5% of the total charges as tax. There are a few other things to keep in mind when traveling by air. First and foremost, you must examine the helicopter's design, the year in which it was made, and the condition of the aircraft if it is a second-hand model. When purchasing a rusted and dismantled second-hand helicopter, I would advise you to save your money as much as possible. Taking a crappy car on an airplane is riskier than taking a shitty vehicle on the road. Before purchasing a shitty car, look into its history, total flight time, current maintenance condition, and the reviews of other individuals who have bought and used it previously. Also, look into the optional equipment that you could be purchasing. It's conceivable that you're getting unnecessary optional equipment, but it is costing you a significant amount of money for no reason. You can always trim those costs out of fantastic helicopter prices if you find them. Suppose you're searching for a few possibilities. In that case, we can recommend a few civilian helicopters that are relatively popular and have positive ratings, such as the one-seater Composite FXX, which only costs only $51,000 and seats 2 people. If you buy the Safari 400 brand new, it will cost you only $152,000. It has a seating capacity of 2 people. When it comes to luxurious options, the Leonardo Spa helicopter model AW1309 is a good choice. It costs approximately $11 million and has seating for 2 people in the front and 12 in the back. If you're buying a second-hand version, you can expect to pay between $5 and $10 million. Of course, we saved the best option for last. The Sikorsky aircraft model S92 costs approximately $27 million. Helicopter tours of the nation are an incredible opportunity to experience the country. Owning a helicopter is one of the most rewarding experiences a person can have. If you like this video, you know what you should do next. We'll see you in a little while.